Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome. This is Somaliland National Television. You're watching the English news program with me, Mohammed Jibril. Here are the stories making local headlines. The President of Somaliland laid the foundation stone of Hamas World Renovation Project. Minister of Information attended Hargeisa International Book Fair at the capital. President of Somaliland, His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanyo, laid the foundation stone of Hamas World Renovation Project. This world will be expanded and connects to Sahel region. The President of Somaliland, His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanyo, accompanied by high-ranking officials of Somaliland government, laid the foundation stone of Hamas World Renovation Project that connects to Sahel region. This project of renovating the world connects Hamas to Sahel region is funded by the Somaliland Development Fund (SDF) and expected to be completed within 8 months. After laying the foundation stone of the project, the President of Somaliland, His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanyo, accompanied by the chairman of the ruling political party, Yusuf Bihi Abdi, attended a ceremonial event held for the opening of this event. The governor of Sahel region, Chama Yusuf, speaking at the event, enlarged the significance of this road to the public of Sahel and stated that it's a backbone of Somaliland transportation. The mayor of Berbera, Abdushakur Eddin, who also attended at the event and spoke at the event, elaborated on the benefits of this road to the residents of Berbera and sent gratitude to the President of Somaliland on behalf of the Sahel region residents. The director of Somaliland Road Renovation Agency, speaking at the event, mentioned that this agency is focusing and directing all its efforts on developing the roads of Somaliland nationwide. Somaliland Minister of Planning, who was also among the delegation of the President, Hussein Ali Shombe, mentioned that Somaliland government is working on prioritizing the infrastructure of the nation. Somaliland Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance, Usman Abdullahi Sahardid Adani, accompanied by the Chairman of Somaliland House of Representatives, Abdurrahman Abdullahi Irro, attended Hargeisa International Book Fair at the capital of Somaliland, Hargeisa. Somaliland Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance, accompanied by the Chairman of Somaliland Parliament, attended the Somaliland Book Fair event held at the capital of Somaliland, Hargeisa. The Chairman of the Somaliland House of Representatives, speaking in the opening of the event, elaborated on the significance of this event to the public of Somaliland and also encouraged the youth and all stakeholders to take a part of such events. Somaliland Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance, Usman Abdullahi Sahardid, speaking at the event, stated,
Information, National Guidance and Culture. It's a special privilege for me to welcome you.
Anigoo ku hadlaya magaca wasaaradda warfaafinta dhaqanka iyo wacyigelinta kan xukuumadda Somaliland iyo kan hidaha iyo dhaqanka waxaan soo dhaweynayaa qoraayada hal-abuurada iyo farshaxamiistayaasha ka kala socda dalalka kala duwan.
People from Somaliland have long been refugees and migrant communities in faraway countries in the Middle East as back as the 1940s.
wuxuu wasiirku tilmaamay in dadka Somaliland tan iyo 1940 ahaayeen dad ku kala filaqsanaa qaaradaha kala duwan ee caalamka sida bariga dhexe, Yurub, Amerika iyo qaybo kaleba kuwaas oo fahmaya ayuu yidhi lana qabsaday dhaqamada kala duwan ee dalalkaasi ay ku nool yihiin. waxaana uu wasiirku sheegay in dalkan yahay mid nabdoon kana caagan kooxaha hubka ku midaamaysan sidaas awgeed ayuu yidhi waxaanu soo dhaweynaynaa cid kasta oo ka faa'iideysanaysa dhinaca ganacsiga iyo horumarka.
To welcome so many communities here in stable, peaceful and business.
gudoomiyaha golaha wakiilada Somaliland ahna gudoomiyaha xisbi siyaasadeedka wadani Abdurrahman Cirro ayaa isaguna soo dhaweeyay xubno sharafeedkani isugu jira qoraayada farshaxamiistayaasha iyo hal-abuurada ee kamid ah mas'uuliyiinta lagu soo cusumay bandhiga carwada buugaagta Somaliland ee lagu qabtay Hotel Gule.
I would like to thank everyone who participated in this occasion and in the Hargeisa International Book Fair,
especially the opportunity to welcome our esteemed guests from the different communities living and working in Somaliland to this wonderful community cohesion dinner. As the Minister of Information, National Guidance and Culture, it is a special privilege for me to welcome you all to Hargeisa Cultural Center and this event, which is being put on as part of PI Hargeisa International Book Fair. People from Somaliland have long been refugees and migrant communities in faraway countries in the Middle East as back as the 1940s, Europe, Asia, US, and Canada. It is therefore a privilege and an honor to now be in a position as Secretary to welcome so many communities here in a stable, peaceful, and business-viable Somaliland. Welcome. For the Somaliland diaspora who are here for this Hargeisa International Book Fair or staying longer, we welcome you also.
A ceremonial event was held for the opening of African Educational Trust Library in the capital of Somaliland. A ceremonial event was held for the opening of Africa Educational Trust Library in the capital of Somaliland. This event was attended by the Somaliland Minister of Education and Higher Studies Abdullahi Ibrahim Habane, the Vice Minister of the Ministry, and other keynote officials of that organization. Hassan Embassy, the head of African Educational Trust, speaking at the opening of the event, enlarged the significance of this library to the public of Somaliland. The head of the African Educational Trust mentioned that this library was named after the well-renowned author M. Lewis. A member of African Educational Trust organization who also spoke at the event and elaborated on the significance of this library to the people of Somaliland stated,
Professor Ian Lewis was an outstanding gentleman. He was born in 1930 from parents who had met in Iraq and moved to Glasgow in Scotland. Interestingly, his first study was in chemistry, not at all in anthropology, which is what he went on to become famous for. So he went to university in Glasgow and then was very fortunate to get an opportunity to do a postgraduate at Oxford University, during which time he met a gentleman, a Czech refugee called Franz Steiner, who was very interested in Somali culture. He was forming a bibliography of all the things that had been written about Somali people and the peoples of the Horn of Africa, with a view to going on to writing an ethnography. That means a study of the history and culture. But he never actually managed to do it. He was too busy. So he handed all this information, all this research, and during that time he met Somali people, and particularly people from Somaliland. And that started his love of all things Somali. He became very famous for his writing and became a foremost expert. He used this to lobby the British government to ensure that they recognise Somaliland as an independent state.
That's all the news we have for you today. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.